How's it going? I'm Mike. I'm glad you're here. I got a few things to go over with you today. First off, I am going down from 215 to 212.4, so lost a little over 2.5 pounds in one day. It's pretty typical. It says that in the book that the first month you'll lose about 15 pounds. That's without doing any exercise or anything like that at all. I just got back from my workout today, and it was basically walking the dog for a mile, and she's here today. I don't know if she's going to get up or not. She's pretty tired. And then I shot baskets for 10 minutes, so basically about a half an hour of workout. And the way I keep track of it is with an app that I have on my phone here. I'm not sure how well you can see this, and I don't edit everything off of it, off the tape. I just shooting it, and what you get is what you get. Nothing special. Anyway, it's called S Health. S Health, and it's a Samsung app, and I'm sure there's like 500 million of these apps out there, but this one's kind of cool. I use it, and what it does is it'll track your calories for the day. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I so far 210 calories. Actually, it's a little bit more. I didn't log my last meal, but this morning I woke up and running behind, so I didn't have time for fruits and vegetables. The reason I didn't have any. I ran out, so I had to go to the store. But I ate a Power Bar, and that was first thing I did when I got this morning. So anyway, back to the app. It will track your calories. You can go in there and you open it up, just play with it a little bit. It'll show you all the foods. It has almost every food that I've ever purchased at the store, and if you go to the farmer's market, buy your fruits and vegetables, you just put in Granny Smith apple, it pops up. So it'll even it'll give you the grams or the ounces of the product, and you just pop that in, and it doesn't have to be exact. This is definitely not scientific by any stretch of imagination. It's probably the opposite of scientific, non-scientific. But anyway, it tracks all your food and track all your calories, and it's good to track your calories so you know how many calories are in each food. For example, if you go to McDonald's and you get, I think they have 2 items for $2. You get the fry and the double cheeseburger that's on there. You're looking at about 700 calories. I mean, to get 700 calories out of fruits and vegetables and lean meats, it's a ton of food. It's more than you can eat at one sitting. And this is just 2 items on McDonald's. If you add a Coke to that, you're into the 1,000 calories. And if you have like the way I used to eat, it was ridiculous. So anyway, this is going to keep track of all of your calories. Also, you go in here, and it has another section for be more active. And as you can see on this today, it'll show that I walked for 31 minutes, and I said I was out like 28 minutes. This calculates all your walking all day long, as long as you have the GPS on and you're carrying the phone with you. It'll tell you how far you've walked all day. So if you're going shopping, that's walking, that counts. And it'll keep track of your walking, how many calories you burned, all that. So this shows that I played 10 minutes of basketball, and I played 10 minutes of basketball to show you how many calories you can burn in 10 minutes. And you hit this, and it's going to break everything down for you. Today, so far, it was 200. I burned 287 calories. 109 of the calories right here, I doubt you can see it, but 109 of them were for 10 minutes of basketball, okay? And I was playing wind basketball, and it was cold. And wind basketball is when you have a sustained wind of about 25 miles an hour. And when you're trying to shoot baskets, it's not really good for practicing basketball, but if you were that good at basketball where the wind was going to affect you, you probably wouldn't be watching this video because you'd be in good shape. So anyway, wind basketball is fine. It doesn't really matter if you make every shot or you make none of them. Matter of fact, if you make none of them, it means you're having to chase the ball even further, which is good because you're burning up more calories that way. Like me, I'm okay at basketball, but I like Frisbee golf. And I thought, hey, I'll go out here and I'll dominate because I can throw a Frisbee. I've always been able to throw Frisbees really, really well. But I get up there and they have a different kind of Frisbee. It's this is a real cheap set, but it's a lot different. You can only throw these maybe 125 yards max, I think. Just from what I've seen in a couple of videos. But anyway, even though I suck at Frisbee golf, it's good because the Frisbee's not going straight. It's like in regular golf. If you're really good in golf, it takes you 4 shots to get to a hole, if that's a par 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the green and 2 putts, par. You're not walking very far. But if you suck and it's taking you 8 or 10 shots to get to the hole, and usually 8 or 10 shots, you can count a couple more because you're cheating most of the time when you're at that level. But you're walking all over the place. I mean, you're turning a 7,000-yard golf course into maybe a 20,000-yard golf course. And for us, that's great. That's perfect. It's just what we need. We need to be moving all the time. So anyway, any kind of exercise you can get, it's fine. No excuses. If it's cold and windy, if it's raining, you don't have to go out in the rain. But if it's cold and windy, go out on the basketball court and shoot some wind basketball. There's no problem with that. Okay, so there was a couple things I want to talk about today. One was the app. It's a good thing to find one of these apps. There's got to be a million of them out there, and just find one that will keep track of your calories and keep track of your exercise. Okay, and this will keep track of your basketball, tennis, jogging, walking, whatever. I mean, there's like 40 different exercises this thing will keep track of. And if you're in the gym, and there's nothing wrong with being in the gym. I'm not a fan of it right now. I just don't want to go in there looking like this. And, that may be a reason so many people they get a gym membership and they quit. Because working out's not really going to lose you a lot of weight. It's what you eat. It's your diet. Your diet, eating the right kinds of food will take the weight off of you. Okay, you can work out a lot and eat cheeseburger after cheeseburger at McDonald's, Burger King, have, non-fat frappe lattes at Starbucks. You're not going to lose any weight. It's just not going to happen. It has to start with the food. So that being said, I want to talk about 2 things today out of they're on my website, type2diabetes.com or type2diabeteshelpnow.com. I've got 5 ways to weight loss, and 2 of them are water. Drink plenty of water. Like we talked about yesterday, you got to get up, drink 2 glasses of water, at least 2 8-ounce, maybe 2 10-ounce glasses of water in the morning. First thing when you wake up, first thing, have the water. Then, before every meal, have water. Anyway, you want to have at least 10 glasses of water a day. And the app will also keep track of that for you. Every time you have a glass of water, you hit the little button on the app where it says water and it adds them up, so you got 10 at the end of the day. It also, nutrition-wise, it will tell you how you're doing nutritionally-wise. It doesn't really match up with the paleo diet. I'm sure there's an app out there that does match up with the paleo diet, so that would be even better than the one that I have. But I've gotten used to this one. I've been using it for a while, so we'll stick with that. And then the other thing is eating. It's real important to eat, and it's real important to eat the right kind of stuff. And you probably heard this before, but one of the best ways to eat is by not being in the center. When you go to the grocery store, just stay on the aisles. Stay on the outside of the store. That's where all the good stuff is. Everything in the center of the store is usually in a box or a can or a bag, and it's processed, and it has chemicals in it to preserve the product so it'll last on the shelves. And you don't want to be eating those. So we want to try to stay away from all that. Just shop on the outside. There's plenty of good stuff on the outside. And when you're making the transition from eating poorly to eating good, you don't have to do it like I'm doing it. Jump in all at once and just, okay, today I'm going to start. And that's another way your diet's not really going to, take off and last. Gradually build up to it. And that's actually what I've done too. I gradually built up to it. I started having a NutriBullet, once a day, and then maybe twice a day. Now I do like 6 of these things, and when you buy the NutriBullet, it'll have a little meal plan too, and it suggests like 2 a day. But I like what I do is I put all my stuff in there, drink it down because it's easy to do. Eat my protein, I'm done. So anyway, eating is really, really important, and eating when you wake up is equally as important as drinking water. So after you have your water, you want to get something in your gut. This morning, I was unable to get to the grocery store in time, so I had a Power Bar. I just had to have something in my stomach. You really want something in your stomach, and you never want to go more than about 3 hours without eating. Once you do, your body shuts down and goes into a fat storing mode instead of a fat burning mode. So if you continually give your body food every 2 to 3 hours, your body will adjust to that, and it'll know that it's going to be fed. And because it knows it's going to be fed, it'll start burning these calories. It's going to pick up your metabolism. You're going to feel better. Okay? So anyway, long story short, I want to wrap it up. I don't want to make these things too long. But yesterday I was at 215. Today I'm at 212.4. So lost about 2.5 pounds in one day. That's great. I'm not really veering from the diet any at all. I like non-dairy creamer in my coffee and in my tea, and I've kind of weaned myself off of the coffee a little more these days, and I drink a lot more tea, but I still like the creamer. And the substitute for that is dairy. So I'm using this non-dairy creamer. I'm sure it's really horrible for you, but that's still in my diet. Anyway, that's about it. Today you got a treat because I'm going to show you my favorite smoothie, NutriBullet shake that I make. It's going to be watermelon, Granny Smith apple, carrot, and cucumber. And then I'm throwing in some flaxseed, pumpkin seed, and today a little ginger, and just like a pinch of Himalayan sea salt. So it's just a little bit for flavor. You can actually eat this diet and be low on sodium, and you actually need salt, so you gotta have a little salt in the diet. Okay, that's it. I'll come back, show you this NutriBullet shake. Then there's the warning, that I'm going to be taking my shirt off and down in this thing, so get all the kids, out of the room or away from the video. And also, this is also possibly a way for you to lose weight by. You don't have to watch the whole video. Just watch the last segment where I take my shirt off and drink this thing. It'll probably ruin your appetite, and that's another way to lose weight. Okay, see you later. Okay, here we go. That's my dog Dallas. She's worn out from the walk. That's what you should look like after your workouts. Actually, you shouldn't. You should probably feel good like I do right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and go over here to the NutriBullet table, and let me tilt this up just a little better view. We'll just move it. Okay, so there we go. So we got some watermelon, we got a carrot, half a cucumber, Granny Smith apple, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds. What I say we had in here, ginger, and a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt. Pink Himalayan sea salt. You can get this at we have Kroger's here in Dallas, so that's where I get it, and it's pretty cheap and it's good for you. It's not like white iodized salt. Okay, and in a second we'll blend this thing up. Okay, here we go. We got everything in here this time. Hopefully you can see that. We got carrots, apples, cucumbers, watermelon. That's kind of sticking over the top, but we'll work on that. We'll get that down in there. And then filled it up with water up to the fill line. Okay, yesterday I was out of frame when I showed you that, but pretty simple stuff. Something else I did yesterday I probably shouldn't have is this was in here, and I grabbed it by here and pulled it out. You probably shouldn't do that. The machine's made to where it's not going to take your hands off, but slight possibility that might happen. Just don't do that, and I'll try not to do that again. So anyway, let me go ahead and get these watermelon in here, and we'll take this. I think we're going to get this down on there. I usually don't fill them up this much, but just show you what can be done with the NutriBullet. Okay, there we go. And we're good. Okay. Okay, that's it. These NutriBulls are pretty cool. They're supposed to chop everything up and extract all the nutrients and make it really easy to digest. And you don't have to have a NutriBullet. There's a whole bunch of these things on the market now. There didn't used to be, but now there are a bunch. And I think even if you or just get a regular blender, you can do that. But if you want to buy one of these things, you can go to my website, to the Help Now store, and you can get it there through Amazon. And Amazon usually has about the best prices you can possibly get on things like this. Plus it comes to you in the mail, which is like Christmas. So you get a box on your porch, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'll be right back. And so warning, this is where I take my shirt off and down this thing. All right, so see you in a second. Okay, fat man alert, warning, danger. Here we go. Watch out, Dallas. Dog's still here on the floor. Hopefully you can see me, but just in case, we're just going to shove this thing right here. See you next time.